Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. This week brought to you by I'm Gus.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Becca.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Gus. You like sitting in that chair? You don't like the couch, right?
I'm fine with either, but I feel like whenever Bernie's not here, I need to take the Bernie chair.
Step up.
Yeah, I need to step up.
Step your game up.
I host a podcast now, so I feel like I
Ooh, throw that in there.
take the place of Bernie.
I was on Always Open this week.
You were
As a kitty cat.
Thackeray Banks, to be
Very cute.
more specific.
Kitty cat. You were a witch.
We were the Sanderson sisters. We did a Hocus Pocus themed episode. Gus seems to not want to mention that for some reason. You were a witch. And we wanted Gus to be Thackeray Banks, but only as cat version.
Yeah, of course.
So his little kitty.
How many times? So are you a big Hocus Pocus fan, Becca?
I was as a child. It's probably been 15 years since I last saw it. I mean, I really like that movie.
What about you, Brandon?
I just remember the zombie being super creepy. Like, I'm not afraid of zombies, like dumb zombies. I'm afraid of smart zombies. And that had like the whole smart zombie, like a guy who is dead, but cognitively is just,
Example?
the guy in Hocus Pocus,
But
yeah,
he's
that
not
they brought
scary.
back. Yeah, he's scary. He's like just a dead dude.
But he's a good dude.
Yeah, but it's just no. I'm just saying, like, it's still creepy. Like, I think there was also one in Scrooge, the movie Scrooge with Bill Murray, the Marley character. Again, like rotting, like things coming out of his face, like looks dead, but it's like cognitively aware. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Agreed.
So like the ghouls in Fallout.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, video games, I don't find as scary.
Why?
I don't know, because I never get immersed to the point where it feels real. I'll get startled. Like, you remember Duke Nukem 3D, where you're just like running around, all of a sudden that green mouth is on your face?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get startled, but not like completely terrified.
So that's your example, Duke Nukem 3D?
Of like being like startled.
For immersion for a video game?
What's
No.
this one from?
I'm just saying of being startled in something. Like, you just see like the mouth. Like, I don't know if you remember, but it was like, and then you see it, and it's like, ah. So I'll get like, see, look at that. That's terrifying.
What is this one from?
That's from Scrooged.
Oh.
He looks pretty hip.
So
Cool,
It's the sunglasses.
are you more afraid of fast zombies or slow zombies?
I'm not really afraid of zombies.
Just sentient zombies.
Yeah.
Because they're
What's scarier? A fast sentient zombie or a slow sentient zombie?
we're using way too many adjectives.
There's no
I gotta
slow.
make him answer it.
No, the fast ones, and they do that thing too where they can almost like teleport, but it's kind of weird. You wouldn't call it that. Like I'm talking to you right now, and if you're whatever you kind of call it, I'll call it a smart zombie. And then I turn around, I'm like whatever, and then I look, and you're standing right here. That scares me.
Oh,
That's not like a
that was loud.
zombie move.
Yeah.
But it is for that type of zombie.
it's a shock factor.
I don't think
If a zombie's
I don't
that
think
close
that's
to
the
you,
case.
either way, it's eating you. It's not gonna like be like, wait, we're not finished.
Yeah, for comedic
Yeah,
effect,
but-
I'm gonna have you appear behind you.
But dumb zombies, it's like being attacked by an animal, like a dog, which it sucks. I'm like, oh no, my face is being eaten. I guess I'd be like, but
Why were you looking at your watch too?
Oh no!
Oh, look at
It's
the
eating
time.
time again.
no, I was looking at my
Ugh.
arm like it was eating my arm.
Oh,
Look like his
My
watch.
arm face.
But that wouldn't be good. It'd be unfortunate. Like I'm saying, like it's like you're a dog attack, but I'd be terrified of a supernatural creature like that. That's just its brain's intact, and it
Yeah.
can do that thing where it zips around.
so fast.
Not run fast, but be able to just traverse space without
And
I
any
don't think
time.
that's not a zombie ability. I don't know where
Then
you're
what is
getting
that?
from.
What is that? Like
I don't know.
okay,
What
do you
movie?
call-
What zombie movie have you seen that employs this mechanism?
Okay, so do you call?
Or anything that has employed this mechanism.
I guess
No,
that was in Scrooged. Maybe I'm just talking about Scrooge. Maybe I'm
He's a
talking about
fucking
Scrooge.
ghost. He's a ghost.
No, but you've seen stuff like that. Like I think the Ring girl. Would you call that a ghost?
she's not. Yeah, she's a ghost.
Yeah.
a ghost,
A
not a
demon
zombie.
thing.
But
Like
she
a
has
water spirit.
She has some kind of like form, like a physical form.
Still a ghost. Slimer left ectoplasm on places. That's a physical form.
So do you think any
True.
form that's not alive is a zombie?
No, I mean if the thing looks like it came from a grave, if it looks like it's been rotting in the ground, then that to me I is a zombie. But I feel like colloquially when we say zombie, we think stupid zombies and not like the zombie that you see in Hocus Pocus.
Oh, this is ironic.
Um,
What's this, Brandon?
Oh, this photo. So I was helping Paula.
Army
His hate
zombie?
for zombies.
I was helping Paula with something, and they were supposed to help me with zombie makeup, but they all left. So I was
Who?
Paula and her friends.
Okay.
Okay. And one of them was good with zombie makeup, but he had to leave. And they were like, okay, we need you in zombie makeup in like 10 minutes. And I had no idea what I was doing. So I just kept grabbing stuff and putting it on my face. Like I did a whole layer of just like gray and then like red. And does that look like a zombie?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh.
It's in the zombie universe.
I think that is what zombie makeup is, though. You're just taking a bunch of different colors and texture and just slapping it on your skin.
Someone said I just looked like I was in a horrible car accident.
Or you look like you're like some kind of like jungle commando.
Yeah, I'm
like,
thinking like a Che Guevara.
Yeah. The
zombie.
camo probably doesn't help that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a soldier who was killed. But
I'd say you look pretty zombie-esque.
oh, okay,
It's
cool.
all right.
The nose looks a little rotty.
Or like a burn victim.
That's my regular nose. There's
But
not much makeup. What are you trying to
I'm
say?
saying the red. Yeah, it has white and red on the nose.
Actually, a big part of why I put so much on was because someone started and they didn't know what they were doing either. That was my wife. And she was like, well, they told us to put like black around the eyes. So she was putting black around the eyes, but she kind of started going too far. And I was like, oh my God, this is starting to look really bad. So then I just covered my entire face with gray to get rid of it. And then I was like, all right, let's find some red, throw red on there. So that's my life.
That's Brandon's zombie Halloween costume recipe.
Yeah,
There
we
you go.
should have a tutorial.
Yeah, just keep throwing stuff on your face.
So I learned a cool fact the other day. Do you know where the term "Saved by the Bell" comes from?
I was associated with school, I guess, because of
Same.
the
Is
I-
it probably something
the
to do
TV
with
show.
like the bell ringing the end of some type of battle thing?
No, my guess was a church bell, like
Yeah.
something for the executioner.
Or
But
like
no,
saved?
yeah, it is. I guess from the 1600s. So many people were being buried alive that they started actually putting bells, like strings tied to people's fingers and toes in coffins, tied to a bell. So if they woke up and started moving, it would ring the bell, and then the like
You could
graveyard
get 'em out?
attendant would come and
Why
dig them
not
up.
wait another couple hours before burying them?
I don't know.
It seems like
It's-
Yeah, why
It's
do some
easier
people get
to
into
lose
being buried
easier.
alive?
Yeah.
That's my fear.
Yeah.
Being buried alive and dying that way. Because it's such a slow, gruesome process. Just like slowly losing
Yeah, I
air.
guess you just die of dehydration.
No, you'd probably suffocate.
Suffocate.
With our modern coffins, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, you wouldn't suffocate over the course of like a day or a couple
Yeah,
days.
you would.
Sure you
I mean,
would, yeah.
The coffin doesn't have much space in it.
Yeah, I have no idea
Yeah,
how much,
I guess if it's
how much
finite
oxygen is in
amount,
there.
I would imagine you would
Well, like,
suffocate a
what,
lot
Kill Bill?
sooner if you were going to at all. But I
Oh,
guess
Kill Bill with the
Yeah.
punch she was doing.
Wasn't she having to conserve her breath?
Yeah,
I
you would
can't-
it's very
suffocate.
real. You know,
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's known for his realism.
If a trapped person consumes half a liter of oxygen per minute, it would take almost 5.5 hours before all the oxygen in a coffin was consumed.
That's not much.
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna
not
say
long at
5.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much.
Honestly, that's longer than I thought.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
I thought it'd be like 3 hours maybe.
that's what I
tops.
was thinking. Thank you, Internet, and thank you. That's in my Google search history.
Now you're prepared if you ever get buried alive. You have 5.5 hours.
Start my timer. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, this sucks.
Did you see Google is releasing their own version of a Alexa device, and they gave it to some reviewers.
Home?
I don't know.
Doesn't
Is
it
that what it's
It's
called?
already a thing. Yeah.
When did it really?
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
No,
there's a
this-
new
this is a
iteration.
new
Yeah,
device.
Yeah.
And they sent it home with reviewers to test. And the people who had it, maybe not all of them, at least a select few, went in their Google account on their computer and found that the device had been listening to them and like recording their conversation.
Like without the keywords.
Without the keywords.
Oh.
I saw a video. I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw a video someone posted on YouTube where he claims that he proved his phone, Facebook on his phone was listening to him all the
Oh my
time
God.
and then displaying targeted ads based on conversations he had, like stuff
Wee.
he wasn't searching for, but he would say stuff and then it would show up in ads in his Facebook app.
Do you have Hey Siri enabled on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Neat,
I
so
did
do I.
disable that.
No, the reason I trust it is because Apple their business model doesn't involve selling ads like Google does.
Mm.
I just don't care. Like, I don't care if something's listening to me. I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, but a lot of people who murder people aren't planning to. It just kind of happens.
It seems like that's a common argument pitfall. Like I default to that too, but then it's just this whole larger debate of privacy.
No, Barbara, don't make that face.
I'm very
My point makes complete sense.
I'm very confused, though. What do you mean by that?
Because like a lot of, what you would call like murder or manslaughter, However, it eventually gets classified. It's not premeditated.
Right. So
Well,
why
murder
would
is.
people listening to
No, like I think second degree murder
conversation.
isn't necessarily premeditated. First degree is.
First degree.
Do you remember the first murder you did, Brandon?
I have not
You
murdered
never forget your
anybody.
first.
Damn,
that
I
you know.
really,
Have you
I
been-
really-
No,
I
you're
really-
not gonna get me.
Have you
Really thought I had
manslaughtered
him there.
anybody?
If I'm going down, I'm not going down like that. I'm gonna go down with my Hey Siri option on because it's convenient. If I go down because of that, I'll
It is convenient. What do you like? I feel like the only thing I use it for is
in the car.
No, it's terrible in my car.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's terrible.
Does it
Because
tap into
the
your
lag,
car's Bluetooth system? Yeah, it
it's fucking
sucks.
bullshit. I only use it for setting timers and for converting between different formats,
Do you
like
not have-
ounces and milliliters.
Like a smart home device thing, like
No.
an Alexa or Google Home.
No,
thing?
Dude,
I don't like them.
Oh, I love the Echo.
yeah, we're an echo heavy home. I remember like the first time you talked about it, you were giving Alexa turn off the lights, some commands,
Yep.
and it did it in my house. It was great. Yeah,
And now you did
yeah,
it.
I did it. I did it on
revenge.
purpose.
Man,
Makes me feel like I'm in the future.
Yeah.
That's why I like it so much.
speaking of like things listening or speakers, the other day I was at home. Actually, I left my house in the morning to go get coffee, and Esther was at the house by herself, and she said that she heard me come home, and then I left. I was like, no, that didn't happen. We have a security camera outside, so we looked at it, and a delivery person had come by and dropped off a package. And he was listening to the podcast, and it was
Shut
right at
up.
the moment I was doing
No
a Dollar
way.
Shave Club read.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I was like,
That is
that's
so weird.
really weird.
that's so
So
strange.
she heard your voice.
She heard my
when you
voice
were home.
outside.
Do you have your name on your deliveries to your house?
Of course, who doesn't? I think that's a
Yeah.
How,
requisite.
how do you not have your name on delivery?
You can have like maybe if you use Esther's maiden name or something.
I think if the name of the address or like the person who owns the place is not properly on the mailing address, I think sometimes some mail doesn't deliver.
It depends on the
no.
mailman or the
Yeah.
delivery place. Yeah.
Well, so Amazon launched a service,
Oh,
and I know it's in Austin.
Oh, I
I think
know,
it's called
it's so dumb.
Amazon Key. Well, I don't know. So basically, it's like, and it's nice. They package this entire system, and I'm getting a house. So I've been piecemealing stuff, but you get a new lock for your
door.
house,
Yep.
where you can program custom codes and you can open it remotely, and a camera that you can, I guess, put in inside your house, point at the front door, and then that syncs with your Amazon account, and your delivery drivers will get temporary access,
They get 5 minutes, I believe.
5 minutes, so can come in your home, put your packages down, and get out.
Yeah, and the whole thing's recorded and logged.
Yeah.
But it just seems like
so
such a weird concept. Like someone's like, you're afraid of getting your packages stolen, so let's give someone uninhibited access to your home.
Yeah. It's like putting a bell above a grave.
Yes.
It's like, there's got to be a different solution that makes
Like,
more sense here.
Make an Amazon locker for a house or something where they don't have to go in your home.
I don't know. Like, we've given people so many opportunities to like volunteer their own privacy, at least in information. This to me feels different. Like, I can see a lot of people doing it. Like, I would love to
Also,
hear
I
a
have dogs.
conversation.
You have a dog.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
The
they
dog
said
thing
if
would
you
be
have
an
a pet,
issue.
Yeah.
you can't do it.
I'd love to hear a conversation with like maybe two people who are retired from the NSA who would talk about how difficult it was to pry information from people. And then now with social media or Facebook, whatever you want to call all those sites, people are volunteering so much information about themselves that, you know, spy agencies used to have to work really hard to get. Like, it's amazing how
Yeah.
much we're putting out there about where we're at.
I still remember, like, when I started using the internet, people didn't use their first names or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
all
Parents were like,
handles.
don't use your real name on, like, chat sites or anything like that.
Don't trust strangers that you meet on the internet.
And now people's, like, Twitter handles, Facebook names, it's like
Yeah,
first,
everything.
last name. Sometimes they have, like, their freaking neighborhood there listed. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
What's going to be like when somebody who grew up during this era runs for president? And it's like you find
gonna be soon,
they have a file
hopefully.
of all of this crap. Here's the search history of this person.
Like,
and
it'll be
ads.
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
be like the new
Nobody's squeaky
the
clean.
new how most presidential candidates release their tax returns.
Mhm.
It'll be like, here's my
Most.
Google search history.
Oh, good
the
God.
last 5
That's my
years.
worst nightmare.
Mine would be, is this cancer? For, like, everything.
And of course, I'm
Red
sure,
spot on leg, cancer? Question mark? Like, that's, like, literally all my things.
and I'm sure the internet always tells you it's cancer.
Yeah, well, it's just like, oh, it could be swollen lymph nodes, for example. The first time I ever had those, I looked it up and it's just like, oh, it could be like a cold, like allergies, blah, 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 cancer. I'm like, Oh, it's that one. Like, it can't be anything else except cancer. It's not cancer. I'm good.
Yeah. No, it's the internet is not good for medical things.
Yeah.
Like medicine is still one of those things that's so crazy. Like there's so many variables, and I guess that's why doctors have to spend so much time in school. Like I would love if we could get to a point where there was like a reliable, not want to say search engine, diagnostic engine that could help you figure out what it is that's wrong.
Wasn't that what Watson was being used for a while?
Was
IBM?
it?
Like it was basically like a flow chart for doctors to use. And I don't know, whatever. It's been a while. Since
Yeah, I feel like we haven't heard
that.
about Watson in a while.
Or
I
even
never
like
heard that at
virtual doctor visits.
The computer that played
Which
Jeopardy.
Which I think you could maybe see becoming more of a reality, at least with the military and people overseas. Like being able to either build some apparatus for a doctor or even a surgeon with some kind of electronic or mechanical component to be able to, address people medically on the field.
Yeah, you just got to worry about like lag.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah. Or I mean, even if it's something that's consumer based from a long time from now, like just in your house, the little VR machine, your doctor
Like a little
says like, hello.
a little 360 camera.
Yeah.
The doctor's like, all right, spread your cheeks. Let's see that butthole. Let's just get it real
Talk about
close
being
to
really
that.
wanting
I
to
have
be
a
private about
private.
your
All right,
information.
spread your cheeks. Let's see that butthole.
Let's see that. Show me that butt.
Is this we got our episode name?
I thought I had bed bugs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like in your apartment?
Yeah, I was terrified because I've been traveling like crazy the last couple months, which apparently makes you very prone to getting bed bugs because they could be in hotel rooms and stuff like
hotel
Do
that.
you take any steps to try to prevent that when you travel?
I
in a
will
hotel?
now that I'm more conscious of
Okay.
it. Yeah, making sure that I do
I'm
my
a
laundry
lunatic,
the second you get there, making sure you inspect your luggage and everything.
Also, if you put your luggage like in a tiled area or like on the stand so it's not in contact with the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
Anyway, you thought you had bed bugs?
I thought I had bed bugs because I woke up. I had been traveling a lot and I got home and I went to sleep. Woke up the next day and had 3 red welts on myself. And I had no idea what they were from and they were itchy. They didn't look like mosquito bites. I later found out they were mosquito bites because there was a mosquito trapped inside my house with me.
I think I was with you when you discovered the bites in your pants. Yeah.
Yep. It was recently. And so I, of course, like took all the sheets off my bed, washed it in like super hot water and dried it in super high heat like they tell you to do. I looked around everything because they could be hiding in different places. I looked through everything that I had brought with me on the trips the last couple months. Couldn't find a thing. Couldn't find any like, they tell you to look for like blood splatters of bugs and skin or whatever, the shedding from the bugs and like all this stuff. Couldn't find a single thing. And so I later discovered it was luckily a mosquito.
Yeah, and
not bed bugs.
they have like a really fun, silly name, but they're a huge problem. Like if you
and it
find
can
you have
happen to
bed bugs in your house,
anybody.
they tell you to like get rid of your furniture, like change
Sell
your
your
furniture
house.
out, sell your house.
Yeah.
So
Which is like, an extreme thing. If you have an infestation of like hundreds of thousands of them, maybe you want to start looking into a exterminator. But if you have just a couple, there's ways to get rid of them.
yeah, but then they spread.
Yeah,
You gotta
really
take care of
quickly.
them.
You gotta take care of them and kill them. And make
Glad
sure,
you're on that chair, not on this couch.
right?
Mike in the audio booth sent me a link. Have you ever seen that guy who modded a big mouth Billy Bass so that it was his Alexa?
Oh
No.
my god, that's amazing!
So whenever Alexa talks, the bass like comes out and its mouth starts moving.
That's so
Pretty good.
awesome.
And then that made me think about another thing I saw where a guy was really into the video game Forza Motorsport, which is like a racing game. So he created a mod so that he could use his Lamborghini as a controller for the game.
That's
Like his actual
really
car?
cool.
Yeah, he put like a projector on the top of his Lamborghini and then hooked up sensors to his steering wheel so that he could physically sit in his car and move the wheel, and it would drive a virtual representation of his car in the video game.
That's crazy.
That's a guy with a lot a lot of disposable income.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
it'd be-
drive a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I'd be worried, like I'd accidentally hit the gas because he'd have to turn on the car for
Yeah, hopefully
power
he does
steering.
this in a closed garage.
The garage, well, I'm pretty sure was open. I don't remember paying attention to that. But yeah, he created all like first person POV style.
That is
That's
crazy.
super,
Showed it,
super
like setting
cool.
it all up.
People have way too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How do you have time to do that?
Dude's got a Lamborghini. I'm sure he's got plenty of time.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure
And
he's
money.
fine.
He's
Yeah.
got this better use out of a car that expensive.
Yeah, I guess you could
Using it
use
as
it, and it doesn't like use gas. It doesn't wear your tires down. It's like you can drive in your car, but you're not.
But you're not
Wearing it down.
actually feeling
Oh, there
the
it is.
drive of the car. Like, does it have like a rumble pack in it?
I don't think so.
That's insane.
I thought
Pogtator.
I think
was
that's
really
really
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's essentially just like a
It's
high-tech
European.
version of what you already see in the arcades because they have those things.
Right. It's just
Yeah.
way more expensive.
Yeah.
Good use of your time
Yep.
and money.
I saw something really cool. Austin just opened up this really nice library. And the way that they explained it is, because I think a lot of people, when they heard about it, were like, we don't need a library in 2017. But it's like more of a, what does the library in 2017 look like? And they had a lot of stuff geared specifically for kids. And one thing was a place where anybody could come up and demo a VR system. I think they had the PlayStation system. And it's one of those things where I think we're around this technology a lot, like at this company and this culture. Like, I mean, we might take it for granted that we've had access to this, but like most people don't.
Right.
So to be able to see like technology like that made, available for a lot of people seems super, super cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I
Just
saw
be,
it has
like, more
a
aggressive
3D
about that.
printing checkout area too, where anyone can come in.
You can check out a 3D printer, or what does that mean?
I don't know if it's free, but it has public access. Like there's a 3D printing lab
Oh,
where
so you
anyone
could
can
like
3D print.
book time on it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have like a multi-million-dollar tree on the top of that building?
I mean, there's what they call a garden. It didn't
I hear
seem.
they have it's like an oak tree, like some huge tree that's in the middle at the garden on the roof.
I don't remember.
They
They
have
have
like
a,
a few $1 million.
they have a lot of really cool solar panels, like super fancy. And it's like that many solar panels, it probably powers like one light.
I'm
But
trying to
still-
get back into reading.
Huh?
I'm trying to get back into reading. I used to read a lot when I was like in high school and stuff like that, mostly for school and book reports and all that stuff. But now I'm excited about this library because it's like, I could go read at the library.
There's something very just comforting about a library.
Yeah.
Like I never go to libraries when they're available to me, but now that this one's open, I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Where's
like,
this new central library?
It's really cool.
It's on
Cesar
Cesar
Chavez?
Chavez. I think like
Okay.
It's
701.
it's
Cesar
in
Chavez?
the Seahome
So like by
district.
Seahome, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like right next to the creek, and then you go over to like the old power or the old water treatment plant. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see a city like still investing in something and being able to give a lot of people access to the stuff that I think we take we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's cool. That was really cool.
That's awesome. I'm going to read this here. I want to remind everyone this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by.
Everybody likes getting flowers. I'd love to
Let me
get
see
some
those flowers.
flowers someday. What's that?
Let me see those flowers. You want those flowers? I'll give them to you. No, give me all the flowers, dude. I didn't ask for a flower. Why the fuck would I want a flower?
don't know.
Some people like a flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's all of these flowers here. Let's move it over here.
This
so
is the
it's-
bachelor.
Oh, it's super pretty.
it's not- no, it's just not blocking you. See, it's still there.
Gorgeous.
I've been meaning to ask you about something.
Is it flower related?
It is
Or
not
murder
flower related.
Go ahead.
We're still talking about. So this was a while ago, but I think it's the first podcast we've done since then. I was at like a place that's super busy in the morning because like everybody goes there for breakfast, and I was super annoyed by the people who were just staying at the bar and
this
just like
discussion.
drinking and not doing anything. And I remember tweeting about it, and then you were like pretty hardcore in the other direction.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
was the situation before we start arguing?
So there's a basically a place in Austin that is mostly known for breakfast. I think called Snooze. Like
Okay.
and it's very busy. Like most of the time the wait is about like an hour and a
Is
half.
this Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, like Sunday morning, and we usually go in and we just try to get the first come first serve at the bar. And then so we're just kind of like hovering, just kind of like looking at people, and people, I mean, eat your meal at the pace in which you want to eat it.
Mhm.
Don't feel like you have to shovel it. But when you're done, you're not at a social bar. You're not like, at a cool midtown bar. You're at a place of food. And so just finish your drink and go hang out somewhere else because other people want to eat.
Okay.
Okay, this is his tweet from September 3rd at 12:06 p.m.
I remember the tweet.
It's infuriating to see people just drinking at the counter in a very busy restaurant while people are waiting to eat. Oh, sorry, it was restaurant. You misspelled it.
God damn it.
While people are waiting to eat, this is not a bar. They're at the counter with all the liquor behind it.
That's a bar.
Let me say this. I don't think
That's
it
a photo.
changes it.
It's a bar.
I don't think
It's a
it
fucking
changes
bar.
it, but
You
that
can
is
see it.
also official policy of the establishment that it's for eating and not drinking.
Where does
So
it
you-
say that?
It is
I
a
see a
technical
bar.
bar.
You
I don't see a
admitted-
sign that says
Call them right now.
that says
we will
they
call
only
them. Can we
eat
call them?
the-
I don't know if they're open.
I'm sure they're upset that they're selling a higher profit margin item in liquor instead of making you fucking pancakes.
No,
Brandon.
it's high turnover. That's what they want. They want turnover. That's where they make their
So
business.
you didn't say that this was a breakfast/lunch place. And I initially thought this was a dinner restaurant. I'm like, why wouldn't anyone just fucking hang out at the bar? That's like totally, they're entitled to that. Knowing that it is Snooze, I see your point a little more, because Snooze has a horrible wait, and they're going to probably end up losing customers if they don't cycle through. Snooze, I would say, has a counter. Like, but it's not. It closes at 2 p.m. It's not a drinking establishment.
Yeah, a lot of
But
places
they sell the hell out of mimosas, though.
Yeah, they do.
On the other hand, the bar, technically, that's like, if it's free, it could be a table. But it's first and foremost a bar.
A bar.
So
what does that mean?
It's primary use is a bar. If you were there, if you want to go drink, that is where your spot is supposed to be. If you want to go eat, you're supposed to sit at a table. If there are spots available at the bar and you want to eat, they're like, would you be okay sitting at the bar eating? And most people would say, sure. Some people, no.
Okay, does it change your mind if the establishment, if the rule in the restaurant
Restaurant.
We're
Going off on another one of your
if the rule
restaurants.
is that you have to eat in order to sit at the
No,
bar
if that's their
or counter?
If that's their rule,
that's fine.
That's the rule.
If that's the rule, then yeah, hurry.
Okay, well then forget it. I'm still going out there and still saying, even if it's not, and if it's that busy, then you should get out and let someone else eat.
If you've already paid, yes, I agree. Don't dilly-dally. Yes, finish your drinks. Don't rush through it. But yeah, don't dilly-dally.
Also, is the counter part of their seating queue, like wait list? Or is it like,
No, it's
if
first
you,
come,
if you
first
see a
serve.
spot?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we do. We can't wait in that line, so we just kind of like hover.
I have a
It's
little
like super
pro tip.
awkward, but it's just like sitting there, just like waiting and like
Don't go there.
I favor
It's
Snooze.
good.
I favor Snooze.
Snooze is amazing.
Snooze is all right. It is also not worth the wait.
Nothing
is worth that wait.
There's a lot of very good brunch and breakfast spots in Austin.
I'm a big French toast guy,
There's
and
a
they
lot
have.
of good French toast.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you could find better French toast.
Dude, there's a new place
I order
by
2
my house.
different types of French toast when I'm there,
Snooze is like famous for their French toast, aren't they? And their Benedicts.
and their bar
They don't have-
counter policies.
They don't have waffles, though, right?
I don't think so. Waffles are rare.
You can't find a good waffle in this town.
Dude, there's this place in Seattle that I ate at called
Oh, you're
Sweet
right.
Iron
Sorry.
Waffles. I don't know if y'all have ever been there. There are
No.
a few around town. Best waffle I've ever had in my life. It's incredible. Like they have sweet or savory ones. I had one that was like prosciutto and creme fraiche. I
24
probably said
Diner
that
does
wrong,
the
and
chicken and
chives.
waffles.
So good.
I've had that before. That is good.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Yep.
But no, a lot of good French toast all over the city where you don't have to wait an hour.
Jeez, I don't know. After this, you tell me these places.
You know, everyone in Austin loves waiting in lines. We always talk about it.
all we do.
If you see a line, people here when they see a line, they go get in it.
I love that a lot of places have the system now where you give your phone number and they just text you when a table's ready. So you could go fuck off and like walk around and do something else in the city if you need to, and then just come back. They're like, start making your way back.
Man,
we have a table for you.
I went to that conveyor belt sushi place.
Dude, I was
Yes,
about to
that's
say,
what I'm
I
thinking.
tried to go on Friday. An hour and a half long wait.
I went,
worth it.
I went. No, it's not. I went like at 6 p.m. on a Friday.
Same.
And it was a 2.5 hour wait.
Well, that's your own
that's
fault.
crazy.
No, I got my family all rallied. We drove across town. Like it is like a 20-minute drive for us, and got there and we're like,
Maybe
well,
don't
fuck
go
that.
prime dinner time.
I know. It was my bad.
6 p.m. I
Yeah.
thought was a little early. I thought I was going to be
broken
ahead
through.
of it.
If you want to be, I would say 5 p.m. for dinner or like 11:15 for lunch if you want to beat the
Yeah.
rush.
And it's not worth that wait. It's worth maybe a 15 to 20 minute wait.
The nice thing, though, when they're like an hour and a half wait, I agree with you. 2 hours is insane. I think we went was an hour and a half. The nice thing about that is, okay, that is long enough where we can just leave and go do something else and come back.
I walked to Black Star Co-op across the street
yeah.
and go drink over there and then wait for my table.
Oh,
that,
At
place
the
is,
bar.
that place is super cool. That's a
But what if there was people waiting for a table to eat? Gus?
My name's
But
Brandon.
that's
I
known
can't
as
spell
a bar.
restaurant
That's
and I'm
the
mad.
primary purpose is a bar, son. No, but that place is cool because I've been to a conveyor belt sushi place before, and I expected the same thing. You just see like one little slow conveyor belt, but
That place has some gimmicks, man.
they have some cool stuff
Yeah.
because there's a second floor conveyor belt where you
Dude.
can order something specific, like something like an actual item, exactly what you want, and whenever they prepare it, they put it on that conveyor belt and it zips right to you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you dump your plates in like this little like slot, and it congratulates you as you eat.
What
I
I like too
appreciated
is
that.
they have those little pods for the plates. Like every other conveyor belt sushi place I've ever been to is just a plate of sushi
Mhm.
rolling around. And this one has a little lid. When you lift it, it can't be unlifted. So you know someone fucked with your food.
Right.
And I think everything has a timer on it, right?
It
Each
is
thing is individually tracked when it enters into their rotation.
It's genius. They have a gamification thing there. It's like,
Oh yeah.
it makes you eat so much more than
Oh
you
no,
want to
it's
eat.
every 15 plates you get like a 2-cent toy. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I'm like, we're almost there, guys.
Yeah,
I'll do
every-
4
every-
more
everyone
plates.
eat 2 more
15
plates.
more dollars. For, yep.
And we do.
Yeah, every
We
time.
bought the prize. It's
Yep,
genius.
every time.
Oh.
I don't know whoever came up with that. Smart.
It's great. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best sushi in the world, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow whenever I go there, I always get placed at the end of whatever conveyor belt I'm near.
Mm.
Oh no.
So we always are just like empty.
Aw,
Well,
Well, then you
sucks.
just order everything direct.
Pretty much.
Oh,
That's what we
so
end
that's
up
fun.
doing. But it's not as fun.
I do have beef though. If you order things that come in on the second conveyor belt, if you order the high ticket items, those plates don't count. They don't fit in the
Oh,
little.
not all-
them
some of
do.
them do. You can order sushi up there as well.
Yeah, but like
But,
if you
like,
order
the
like
edamame,
your ramen
I
doesn't
think-
like anything
yeah.
that's bigger.
The desserts don't count.
Yeah,
Which is weird because they cost more. So it's like this should be double the plate.
seriously.
But doesn't count. Doesn't count
Oh
towards
my
your
God.
plate count.
But yeah, great policy. Every restaurant should do that. Just get in line before you even get there.
Well, there's this app called No Wait that I am a big fan of. Kirby Lane uses it, some others do, where you can get in line from your home.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah,
you can
so you
check
go
the
in.
wait. And so I always am like, okay, 30-minute wait, tells you when to arrive to check in, so we know exactly when to leave our house.
That's
You
right.
know, the
It's
first
awesome.
the first place
That's the
I saw
future.
that
Mhm.
technology was the DMV, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Congrats, government!"
Shit.
I used that when I had to
Amazing.
renew. Steph, Matt's
First place.
assistant, told me about it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're
awesome.
kidding me. I mean, completely busts the whole
So what do you do?
stigma.
Because I have to go to the DMV very
You
soon.
get in line, like when it's like.
But,
When
like,
you're ready to
via
start
text
heading our
message
way,
or-
go ahead and get in
So
line,
you
and we'll
could,
tell
like,
you what your wait time is.
do this online before you go?
Yep.
Yeah, and you put in your phone number, and then it'll text you first, saying like, "Oh, this is the official number," and then you can text like a update or something like that, and it'll tell you, "Oh, there are 10 people ahead of you. There are 5 people ahead of you," and tell you like what time to get there. So you just kind of like strut in, and
Do you have to strut in, or can
Yeah,
you
you
just
have
walk
to.
in?
You have to strut in. That's what I do
Amble.
too. Whenever I'm like, I do my global entry now.
Mm.
I strut past everybody.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing before I had TSA PreCheck. I
Yeah,
was
it's
an
insane.
idiot not to get it sooner.
It's insane.
It's like night and day.
So
having it versus
Michael
not having
has it, and I almost always travel with him. So I've gotten by with not getting it for
Because you're on
myself
his
because I always
itinerary.
piggyback. The last time we flew together, my entire family, 6 deep, they all had TSA PreCheck. I did not, and they kicked my ass out. Like, sorry, schmuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
No,
Yeah.
especially if you travel a lot, like you said, you've been doing. I mean, it really saves time. You don't worry about the line.
Just not having to take shit out of your bag is
Yeah.
The
thing.
next step is
The
if you
shoes
sign up
is a
for
big
that
thing
other
for me.
service that I use, Clear,
Clear. I heard
Yeah.
about.
where you don't even
yeah.
have to show your ID. You just like do like a fingerprint scan, and then you just walk right through. They cut you to the front of the line.
Yeah, I've seen people get cut into Clear, but
Yeah.
the
See
Clear's
the
not at
suckers.
every airport, right?
Mm-mm.
No, but they've got it at Austin, San Francisco, LAX.
Yeah, I
like-
guess Austin and LAX
JFK?
would be the big 2 ones for us.
I don't know about JFK. Let me check. You go to JFK a lot,
I used to.
so it doesn't matter if it's there.
I haven't traveled for Rooster Teeth once since I came here. I used to travel probably
JFK.
2 weeks out of the month at my old job, and I
Mm.
haven't been on a single trip since I've been here.
Sucker.
Ah, I know. I miss my miles.
It's a racket, man. They get you looped into that, and then you miss it or you can't get out.
Yep.
Smart.
Did you see that? There's something I was tweeting about earlier this morning. That controversy about how the Apple and the Google emojis for cheeseburgers are different.
Okay, so
What?
Andrew was asking us what our opinion was, but he didn't provide any context, and I didn't care
Former
enough
Rooster
to fucking
Teeth
Google it.
employee
Yeah.
Andrew Watts.
Yeah, boy.
So you haven't seen it yet?
No. Okay, so how different are they?
Let me see if I can find it and show you, or if you guys can find it, if you can bring it up.
Is there some kind of international standard for emojis?
Well, here,
Is it
just
like
look
somebody
at them.
changing a letter in the alphabet? So what's
Oh, cheese on the bottom versus cheese under the.
Under the tomato.
Wait, these are all wrong.
Right, they're both wrong, but one is more wrong than the other. The Google one has the cheese on the bun, between the bun and the hamburger patty.
That's where it should be, but on top.
As someone who worked at Burger King, I could tell you exactly where the cheese should be.
Where should it be?
Go ahead.
So if you have it open, the top bun has mayo, lettuce, 2 tomatoes,
Oh, there they are.
and then it goes cheese, patty, and then wait, no.
Wait, let's go
And
from
that's
patty to
apple
patty
right
to
now.
Let's just build it from the bottom up. Bottom
Apple on
bun,
the left,
Patty,
Google on the right.
patty.
Patty, cheese, pickles with a swirl of ketchup, 2 tomatoes, lettuce, mayo, bun.
See, I go bottom bun, patty, cheese, lettuce, tomato, top bun. I feel like the lettuce is a foundation for the tomato.
The thing that they teach you at Burger King, you you put the lettuce on the top bun and then the 2 tomatoes so that you hold the 2 tomatoes to flip it.
Oh.
Maybe it's a thing of trying not to get sued. They're like, how can we make a fucked up hamburger? And
Nah,
so no
man,
one sues
that Whopper.
us. No designers sue us.
They know what they're doing.
Did y'all put the pickle on top? Like all Canadian hamburgers?
It's 4 little pickles. It's like the little circles.
I tweeted about that, and someone looped in, I guess, like a chef from McDonald's, like someone
my
who's
gosh.
actually listed on their website, and he replied simply with a picture of the Big Mac, which has the cheese under the patty.
But no tomato.
No tomato, though.
McDonald's doesn't like tomatoes.
I never realized that they put the
I had
cheese
no
there.
idea. That's like probably the most popular
Wait,
hamburger too. And
Does the Big Mac only have one slice of
The
cheese?
Big Mac also only looks like it has one slice of cheese.
That's weird. Felt like
And
it would
anyway,
have more
the
cheese.
Verge did an article also where they compared every difference in every
Jesus.
hamburger emoji for
What
every
That is
is
funny.
this
different
life?
manufacturer out there. And I mean, none of them are really right, I guess. They're all close. Like LG is probably the closest one to what I would eat.
I bet you like it's not, we make fun of
funny.
it,
They
but I'm
all
sure
taste
these
the same.
articles did
Same
so well.
content.
Like I think a part of Apple's strategy to get people to update their iPhones are release new emojis. People will update their iPhones if you release new emojis.
It's
Yeah.
true.
I've been there. Done that.
Because then if
Gotta
you're
get that middle
texting with-
finger.
yeah, if you're texting with someone and then you get that
That
little
little
square
square.
and you're like, what the fuck did they text? I need to update.
So you got to get on that Bitmoji.
I fucking hate Bitmoji.
Don't go
and I
there.
hate you for all that you've done with it.
You Bitmoji'd the other day.
I know, out of irony.
That's how it starts. That's how I started.
And now you're full into it.
Yeah.
There's always a Bitmoji for that. Like it really, they've covered the gauntlet of
Wait,
emojis.
what's a Bitmoji versus just an emoji?
Oh damn, dude! Let me show you.
You've seen like all the stupid little
It's like a little like Gus replica
Yeah.
cartoon figure.
So
That's a Bitmoji.
you build your person, and then the Bitmoji app has situations for your person. ETA, when you showing up, and then you can text
They
it to
have
someone.
everything.
You know what's crazy is I'm sure they're working on
They're
it
not
already,
letting.
like integration with the new iPhone X. So it'll
10.
use, I'm sorry, thank you, iPhone 10, it'll use the infrared camera, the motion track camera, and you can act out your
What did I
face.
think it was?
I thought it was X.
I thought it was called iPhone X.
10.
I trust Gus.
I don't.
Just like OS 10 is not OS X.
Is it
Wait.
with an X though?
Yes,
Interesting.
I've never once called it OS 10.
it's OS 10.
Fuck.
Uh,
My life is a lie.
yeah. They speaking of that, did you see that girl whose father works at Apple released a hands-on iPhone 10 video last week?
No, what did she do?
She went with her dad to work, filmed on the Apple campus in like the cafe, took her dad gave her his iPhone 10, which isn't out yet, and like she filmed it, she filmed herself using it, and then uploaded like a hands-on video to YouTube, and then her dad got fired.
Of course.
Oh,
Did you order one?
I'm sorry to say I did.
Michael did too.
So did I.
Damn. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm pissed because I'm a 128 gig gal, and they got rid of that.
Yeah, me too. I had to go to 256.
And I don't need that. I don't need that.
I don't
much.
need that either.
Yeah.
so what are the options now?
64,
64 or 256, which is an enormous gap. Like I use like consistently like 65 gigs. So it's just too much.
I used to have what was the lowest? Like 16?
The lowest used to be
8.
8.
I
Wait,
think
there was a 4, wasn't there?
I think I used to have an
Maybe
I think
a
my
long
dad had a
phone.
4 gig.
No, I
And
don't
I
know.
remember
have
having
to
to
go on
delete
the-
stuff all the time. And Gavin, who has like always the highest gig phone, who stores like everything he's ever taken ever on his phone,
I'm the
used
same
to
way.
just like take video like for like an hour. And I'm like, how are you fitting that on your phone? He's like, well, I have X amount of gigs. It's like, shit, I have 8 gigs in my phone. One video, I'd be
It is
done.
liberating to just have all the space you need.
Well, now
So-
you have even more of that.
Yeah.
You know, we kept talking about, like, when Google announced the Pixel 2, Bernie and I kept talking about, like, let's just switch, let's get off the ecosystem. But I had something happen at RTX London that made me realize how fucked I am and how stuck in the Apple ecosystem I am. We were sitting there, and I was telling someone a story about when I had gone to MCM London, like, back in 2011. And I was like, oh, wait, here, I have a video of it. I pulled up my phone and scrolled back. I was like, oh, here it is. And I played them a video from, like, 6 years ago. And I was like, and that's when I realized, like, oh, if I switched to Android, I wouldn't have that video anymore. Like,
Yeah. It's
Why
like-
not?
I know where it is. Like,
Could you not
I can
transfer?
Dude, do you not
quickly
use
find
the
to
Google
it.
Photos app? It is
No.
incredible. It indexes everything, and its search is so powerful. You can type in like glasses. It'll bring up pictures of everyone with glasses.
Can you link your iPhone photo library with
Yes.
it?
Automatically syncs.
Ooh,
For
that
free.
changes
Where were you
everything.
before I ordered this fucking phone?
Sorry. No, it's pretty incredible.
I'm gonna
Well,
look
you
it
already
up.
It frees
ordered
up
it?
so much space on your phone if you need
Yeah.
that too.
Oh,
Did you want
I'll
would
take
you
it.
feel more comfortable if Bernie
$1,200.
converted
crazy.
with you?
No.
Were you guys? It's like one of those things where
was
you're
like a
jumping
suicide
off a
pact.
cliff and you want to hold hands as you do it.
No. He and Gavin were trying to bully me into it.
I don't want to fragment my ecosystem. Like I feel like if I switched out of the iPhone system, I would need to stop using a Mac because
That was the other thing we said.
I mean it's really it works too well together.
Yeah, I never, like, if I get text during the day and I'm at work, I never have to touch my phone because it's
Yeah.
all like
And I've
right
got
there
the
in
watch.
front of
I
me.
mean, I'm deep. I've sold my soul.
It
I
sucks.
feel like a lot of people Rooster Teeth are in too deep.
Gosh, I don't know, man. I like Apple
I
so
was
much
gonna
more
say
than
I
I do
really
is
don't
like
have many complaints.
because it's not an information company. That's why companies like Google or any other company that makes their money off of information, that's what I don't trust. That's like the Bond villain from like the Roger Moore era. Apple just wants to sell you phones and shit. They don't want to know your search history because they're not selling ads to cater to your
Do
search
you
history.
believe-
And they don't scan your email
Or so you think. There's like this conspiracy, and I'm sure you guys have heard about it, where whenever there's a new iPhone that comes out, there's something in the software update that makes older phones slower
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like batteries die quicker or just not function as well. Do you think that's true?
I saw a website that did a very thorough test of this, and they took a phone and they ran benchmarking on it with like every version of iOS they could, and the benchmark never changed. The CPU, everything still performed exactly the same.
Interesting.
I think it's just, the technology just gets better and in the phones and like the third-party software adapts to those capabilities. So
Right.
if older hardware is using it, like, I mean, if you're still using a laptop from, an old laptop and you keep updating your software, it's going to get slower because it just can't
Right.
keep up. Like the standards change.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And then
And
like
eventually you get to a point where you have updated so many times that your phone just has this epic breadcrumb trail of like issues
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just have to do like a clean
with
wipe.
my new phone, I'm not importing any of my shit.
I did that.
I gotta start
It's been a
fresh.
while. It's been like 6 years since I did that.
I gotta
It was-
have my
It
phone
was really nice.
plugged in all the time because something is killing my battery and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah. Have you checked
Have
the
you-
battery?
Background
It's just like
background app
Safari.
refresh. Have you turned
I
off
turned
all
a lot of
that?
that off.
Okay.
Yeah, some of it I got to keep on.
I don't know, man. I like having my text messages from 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you read them? Have you ever read them?
Oh, I
Maybe
get
because
rid of
it's
those
search
so
for stuff if I have
tedious.
to.
It's so tedious to scroll up. And also the search in messages sucks ass. It's pointless. It'll like come up in the search field, but then you want to tap it and see the context or the
Yeah,
full
you wanna tap
message.
it.
and
I
you
just-
you'll never see it.
I just feel more comfortable. Just like my entire
Nah,
history is
you
in
gotta let
this.
go of that. I let go of that. I only keep them for a year, clear them out.
I am a digital hoarder to an
Yeah.
extent. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm one of the people at Rooster Teeth with the biggest Gmail boxes. I want to say I have like 45 gigs of email.
How can you tell? Where do you go?
You can go
This
look
is
at
on your Rooster Teeth email or
usage.
your
Yeah,
personal?
my Rooster Teeth email.
And I've got a fresh start, so mine's small.
But yeah, I save all of that. Like I've got from when I would like plan. What? There's a new Bitmoji feature that just popped up on my screen.
No.
There's
It's listening.
there's like old travel that I planned like from I'm looking at 2011 right here, and it's like I don't need that. There's no reason I'm ever gonna look at that, but I've still got it.
It is fun
Readily
to look back
accessible.
at emails. And, you invited me to Gmail. You gave me an invite
I remember
way
that, yeah.
back when. And Michael is so pissed off that I joined Gmail before him because he was like,
Why?
I joined so early. And I was like, I don't know, dude. I bet I joined earlier. I got it back. He was like, I think he did it when they opened it up to like military troops or
Mm.
something. And I was like, I don't know. Gus knew someone that had invites. And so I got mine from his. And we looked, and sure enough, I beat him by like a week.
That's like the ultimate cachet, like nerd cachet.
Oh,
and
I
like
know. Yeah.
influence. Like, oh, I signed up for it before you even heard about it.
Mhm.
It's like how people are with comedians. Oh, I was into that comedian. Like,
Or
Community.
bands or anything.
Mhm.
yeah, people are dumb.
Here, let me read this thing. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by. How can you see when you signed up for your Gmail account?
I just went back to my very first sent message.
Gotcha.
It took a while.
Does Juno still exist?
I don't think so. I haven't thought about Juno in
I think that was
forever.
my
you
first
got?
email client.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an email client?
Yeah.
It was
I thought you meant the movie.
It was
Juno.
a dedicated ISP email client, was it not? It had a dedicated dial-up number,
I
but
think
it was
so.
only.
I remember.
I remember supporting that at the call center. Like there were Juno people.
Jeez.
I used Hotmail. I still use Hotmail. I think a lot of people still use Hotmail.
I used
to this
Hotmail.
day.
But
Patrick says it still exists.
I didn't sign
Wow.
in. It
My
was I
God.
went so long without signing in that they shut it down.
Can I log into my Juno account? Oh, okay.
I find like it's weird when businesses like you see like a local business driving around town. Like earlier, I saw a van for like window cleaners, right?
Mhm.
It's just a local awesome business. All they do is clean windows, and they've got like their business name, their phone number, and their email address. And their email address was something at yahoo.com. I was like,
Yeah.
one, who uses Yahoo?
Yeah.
And two, why not have like if you're a business, why not have your own custom? We don't have one of those people for our sponsor today, do we? That would have been a perfect segue. Damn, we don't. Why won't they have their own domain or like their
Yeah.
own like vanity thing? Why is it Yahoo? I was just driving
Yeah.
me crazy.
Yeah, not Google.
Yahoo has the worst email.
I had to shop around for a pony rental recently, and one
Okay.
of the site. I have a 3-year-old child as of today. Happy birthday, Clem.
Oh, happy birthday.
But
Oh, I thought you like found a 3-year-old child today.
yes, that too.
His name's Brandon.
Oh, poor Brandon.
Get
Uh,
out.
But one of the websites I went to, their email address was at AOL, and I was like, this isn't going to end
I've
well.
seen some people with an AOL address.
Crazy.
What are you doing?
I helped someone the other day, and his email address was at aim.com. I bet that's going to.
Oh, is that going away? Is that email service
Yeah,
going away
I
along
bet.
with AIM?
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Damn.
I'm really sad about AIM. Did you not use AIM because you were Canadian?
I did, but I used other things as well. I used
I remember you used MSN. That's how I had
MSN
to
Messenger.
talk
I used ICQ back in the day. Like
to you.
when,
Uh-oh.
Yep, that was the sound. Uh-oh. And you had like a number instead of a username.
279179940. I remember mine.
Holy shit.
7980360.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe I just didn't pay enough attention to mine. I don't remember mine. But no, I had AIM, but I mainly got it to talk to people at Rooster Teeth actually. Like
Yeah.
that's how I was talking to Bernie and Gus when I was a community member. That's
Well,
where Bernie
my-
offered me a job at Rooster Teeth was on AIM.
Yeah,
Aw.
when I started, that was the official corporate communication.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It was just AIM.
I remember for a while people would print their ICQ number like on their business cards
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
for like a way to contact them.
It was a play on words for I seek you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
that's what I thought. I
And
just didn't want to.
my first AIM account that I was a diehard ICQ user, and like Bernie and Jeff and some other guys really liked AIM, and they kept trying to convince me to use AIM. So I finally signed up for an AIM account, and the first AIM account I signed up for was I wish this was ICQ.
I remember that. I remember that.
And I used that just so I'd be like,
Yeah.
we should be talking on ICQ. I don't know why we're talking on AIM.
Oh my God. I remember that. I need to sign into AIM before it completely shuts down and just go through all the old screen names in my buddy list and just take a walk
Is
down
there even
memory
a
lane.
place to still sign into that?
You sign in
Oh.
via like a web client,
A web client?
or I'm sure they still have.
Yeah.
You can download the actual.
I wonder if I could
desktop
find
client.
my offer from Bernie. Should
You
go back
save
and
all
find
that
it.
shit while you can.
So there was this girl that I liked, and I was like, oh, what if I change my my AIM name to something that makes me, I don't know, seem not likable, like not sensitive. I don't. It's hard to find the word like cute in her mind, like associated with that. And
I'm blocked.
so,
I don't
but
know.
then like it became a problem whenever I tell other people my like the name.
Look,
So you kept
wait,
it.
wait, Barbara. If I reached across this, what it would look like? No, go back to the shot of Brandon. Go back to the shot of Brandon. Brandon. That's why I asked you to get it for me.
Ah.
Sorry, we're having a little fight over here.
It's fine.
All right.
So the screen name I picked, it's named after an animal. So can you just like take a guess on what animal I would name?
Garfield.
No, like an actual animal, like
Oh,
a,
like what?
dog,
Okay,
cat,
so
like-
what? How old were you?
I was in probably early high school.
So like
Tyrannosaurus.
No,
So 15-year-old Brandon.
Monkey.
What animal does he
No.
think is cool?
not
gonna-
cool. Like I thought, like this
Lizard.
girl would think that I'm
Is it a mammal?
cute.
if
If I answer that, it'll give it away.
Platypus.
I'm gonna
The
say
hell? There's so many mammals.
No.
So you
well,
went
no. If I told you what it was,
you went to something cute.
Yes,
Oh, so it's not a mammal.
it's not. A
Aha. Okay.
I would say like
Bird.
turtle.
No.
What is it? Just tell us.
Koala bear.
That is a fucking mammal.
I thought that's a marsupial.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god!
I can redeem myself. yeah, marsupials are subsets of mammals.
Are they really?
I said marsupials weren't mammals. Too. No, sorry.
Oh.
I didn't say marsupials. I said that platypuses aren't mammals.
Well, that
but
makes sense. I never understood why it would be a different genus just because of the.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense.
They make milk.
Are platypus the only mammals that lay eggs?
I think there's one more.
Okay.
Echidna, maybe?
Oh, an echidna's a mammal? I thought an echidna's a
I think that's in the same genus as the platypus.
I thought an echidna was a bird.
Archie Podcast, we get all your science information.
No, it's not definitely not a bird.
Is it part? Does it lay eggs?
It says it lays eggs, but it doesn't say. Yes, it is a mammal and it lays eggs. There you go, echidna. You got it.
All right.
You gotta be echidnaing me.
So yeah, it was not too cool to tell like random people, oh yeah, my screen name's Koala Bear. Just feel free to text me anytime.
Koala bear.
And things did not
So
work out with the
snuggly.
girl. Yeah.
So,
So snuggly and so full of chlamydia.
I don't have
Just like
chlamydia.
Brandon. The koala bears do.
Oh, right. Like that, not the Backstreet Boy. One of the boy bands got
Yeah.
chlamydia from that koala bear.
Wait, what? I think I missed
What's the
story.
British?
One Direction?
One Direction, yeah. It was like one of the guys from One Direction got chlamydia.
No. He held a koala bear, and people speculated that
Oh, that was
he
it?
might have gotten something from that.
Oh, come on.
I thought he got
Fair
chlamydia and blamed it on the koala.
No, there were
God.
photos of him with a koala bear, and that's when people started saying,
Baby, I
He went and
promise it
took
was the
those
koala
photos
bear.
after he had chlamydia.
I gotta say, when I went to Australia after that happened, and I held a koala, and it's like this cool moment of like you're holding a koala and I got a nice picture out of it. Every fucking comment was like, "You've chlamydia now."
Oh, yeah.
It's like, can we just like move on from this joke?
What do you think? Like, if some rich dude like cheated on his girlfriend, got chlamydia for it, and was like, "How am I going to cover this up? I'm just going to go to Australia, hold this koala bear,
I'm sure
perfect
it's been
cover."
attempted.
Or he could, like take medication. Might be a
Yeah, I
little
just
cheaper.
cleared it up real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, if she got it,
Oh.
it's hard to explain that. I don't have experience with that. No, I'm
No,
saying
then-
I'm explaining this
then
like I have
you
experience. I don't have
You
experience.
sneak the pill into her soup every day.
It's horrible.
It'll be a marsupial.
Oh,
Here's what you do. You clear it up,
Horrible.
and then by the time she discovers her chlamydia and approaches you about it, you're like, I don't have chlamydia. If you have chlamydia, where the fuck did you get it from?
that's evil.
Yeah.
Can't you
But
get
wait,
some
guys-
STDs from toilet seats?
No, also excuse.
I
to
think
tell significant other.
I think it has happened, but the odds are pretty low.
Very low, yeah.
But wait, like, so isn't a thing of guys don't usually show symptoms of chlamydia, girls don't usually show symptoms of gonorrhea? It's been a while. Like, I went to at UT,
you know better than we
University of Texas here in Austin. Like, they as soon as you get there, they ingrain that you are going to get all the venereal diseases, all of them, all at the same time, every moment. So they like you end up learning way too much about
Which
them.
is the one where you get chancres?
What are chancres?
I don't even
What?
know what chancres are.
Google image search.
Is it like shingles?
Chancres.
It's CHANCRE.
Wait,
Are they like
I spelled that
They're
totally
sore.
wrong.
They're-
Are they
Oh, then
little-
that's like
What?
HPV or herpes.
No. I think it's gonorrhea.
CH what?
CHANCRE. I learned about this in health
Is
class.
it
I
just
think
a bunch of
gonorrhea is
little
where you like
people
piss
with-
They
fire.
nasty. They're like little like pus pockets.
Bunch of people with little knives that are like coming at your door like little shankers.
Man.
that not-
Primary
So-
stage of syphilis.
Syphilis. Okay.
Couldn't we get rid of like so the venereal disease we can cure, right? It's, gonorrhea and chlamydia, syphilis. The H bomb we can't. So let's say those three. If,
HPV or HIV. Either one.
oh shoot, those are way worse. I was thinking herpes.
Or that. Yeah. Anything viral.
Yeah, I guess I don't
HPV,
associate.
they have now a vaccination you can get.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
that's
really young.
preventative.
Yeah, and then HIV, there's also medication as well that you can take that's preventative.
So you saw in the World Series, right? Like how I think someone hit a home run somewhere, and everyone in the world's getting a free taco from Taco Bell.
Hell
I think
yeah.
they stole a base.
Okay,
Get the
okay.
get the promotion right,
So-
Brandon. They spend a lot of money.
If we did the same thing except with medication for venereal diseases, everybody at the world at the same time take this medication, don't have sex for 10 days, we would eradicate the disease.
10 days.
Yeah, it's like 10 days.
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
good luck
Seems
getting
like the whole
everyone in the
world.
world to take a pill.
Everyone in the country, the U.S.
Good luck getting everyone in the U.S. to get to take
Put
a
it
pill
in their
that-
tacos.
to take
People
a pill
can't
that
put it
the
in their
government
tacos.
is giving them.
Put it in their tacos.
Good luck.
No.
Good. Matt, speaking of the World Series, it's. I grew up a really big baseball fan, and I grew up a really big Astros fan. He used to go, drive to Houston and watch Astros games, and it's been cool. It was cool to see them in the World Series up until the point that dude does the racist facial gestures at the
It
opposing
makes
team.
it very hard to like him.
I can't remember his name. I think it's the first
root for the
baseman.
Astros. Yuli something?
I completely missed this.
Yuli Gurriel?
Yeah.
He hit a home run, and the Dodgers pitcher is half Japanese and half something else.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then the guy who hit the home run went to the dugout and then did like a slanting eye thing,
And called him
then
Chinito?
mouthed Chinito, which is like Spanish for like little Chinese man.
He's Japanese. Come on.
Woof.
Yeah, I think
And the
At least get it right when you're
I
being
know.
racist.
the league decided to
Japonito.
punish him by giving him a 5-game suspension next season, not during the World
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
Now when it counts, man.
I think it flew under the radar because I think the Dodgers
And then you got a
pitcher,
standing ovation the next night at the Astros game.
At his home game.
I think it kind of flew under the radar because the Japanese pitcher, he kind of just said, "Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm sure he's an okay guy.
Taking the high ground.
Yeah, let's move on." And then I just kind of with everything else going on in the world,
High road.
it didn't really get picked up.
Yeah. I guess there's so much shit going on right now. It's easy to miss
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Man,
he's
today was a hot day on the news.
Yeah.
Japanese and Iranian descent.
Interesting.
That's an
Oh, I had
interesting
no
mix.
Yeah, see? Yeah, now you care a little more, huh?
I care a little more, motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just an expression. Oh wait, no one. Were you guys? I think the scandal that kind of overtook that was the owner of the Houston Texans football team using an expression. Have you heard inmates taking over the asylum?
Mm-hmm.
When he was having this private meeting with like other owners and a few other people talking about what's been going on in football, he used a version of that phrase, except he said inmates taking over the prison.
Wait, what?
He described, like he used an expression to describe the relationship with the players on his team.
He said the
And-
players kneeling during the national anthem is like the inmates running the prison.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah, you didn't
wow.
quite explain it all.
Sorry. Thank you guys for being
I'm
there,
here.
backing
Gotcha.
me
That's
up.
what I'm here for.
Gotcha.
So that kind of like took the space in all of the websites
Houston-
that's going to cover racism in sports.
Houston again, huh?
Houston again, yeah.
Houston again.
It's
What's
a
going on
hotbed.
What's going on down there?
I mean, that's just
Houston's a
that's
really
just popping
diverse.
there.
Houston's a really diverse city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really diverse. It's actually a relatively liberal city. It's constantly blue in every way. It's just,
Well, every city in Texas is.
I guess most cities in the country are. That's why we don't understand. It's not really a red state, blue state thing. It's mostly urban versus rural
Oh,
communities.
definitely.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue
One
fish.
fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Good book.
Man, speaking of Texas, I saw a map. Who was this? It was some website, Halloween Express. They did a survey where they mapped the most liked and the least liked Halloween candy for every state in the United
Oh, I
States.
love
That's
stuff like
awesome.
this.
That's so awesome.
Wait, okay. Should we guess what Texas
Do you want to
is?
guess for Texas?
Most liked Halloween candy for Texas.
Do you want me to read you a list of
Is there like a
Candies?
selection
Yeah.
of candies?
of candies to choose
Yeah.
from?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the least appreciated overall from all of the states is what I'm going to read to you, and then you guess which one's Texas.
Okay.
Licorice. Oh, no, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12. Licorice, Jawbreakers, Pixie Sticks, Almond Joy, Tootsie Roll, Raisinets, Atomic Fireballs, Hot Tamales, Candy Corn, Dots, Whoppers, Necco Wafers.
Just do it one more time, real quick.
Licorice, Jawbreakers, Pixie Sticks, Almond Joy, Tootsie Roll, Raisinets, Atomic Fireballs, Hot Tamales, Candy Corn, Dots, Whoppers, Necco Wafers.
Hot tamales.
Licorice.
Jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers. Look at you. Good one, Barbara.
I knew it wouldn't be hot tamales because Texans like spicy stuff.
Yeah, hot tamales are actually.
Yeah, that was
good.
a stupid call, Brandon. I'm surprised Almond Joy was on that list.
Yeah,
What state
I guess-
doesn't like Almond Joy?
Does that have coconut in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Almond Joy is not liked in Florida or Massachusetts.
I was
Who
gonna
likes-
guess a northern state
Do you want to guess the most appreciated candy
for Texas.
for Texas?
Do we have
I'll read
a
you
list?
8.
Okay.
Okay.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Snickers, Sour Patch Kids, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Nerds, Almond Joy, Twix.
Dude,
Snicker.
Twix.
I'm gonna go with Butterfinger.
It's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh,
That was
It is Reese's
I
Peanut Butter
love
Cup
Reese's
in
Peanut Butter
almost every state in the
That
United
is
that's
my
one of the
favorite
most
too.
expensive candies.
They
out
also
there,
broke
too.
it down by the most appreciated by generation. and the least appreciated overall, also by generation.
I like how they're using the word appreciated
Yeah.
instead of like people who just
They did
enjoy the
baby
candy.
boomers, Generation X, and millennials. Every generation appreciates Reese's peanut butter cups the most.
Yep. It's been my
Solid
favorite
candy,
since
yeah.
like the age of 6.
Then least appreciated, baby boomers hate jawbreakers, and Gen X and millennials hate candy corn the most.
Candy corn's all right.
I hate
No.
candy
No,
corn.
that's just what to say. Does anybody like candy
I like
corn?
candy corn.
Why?
I don't like seek it out, but I'll eat it if it's there.
It's like eating sugar wax.
yeah.
That's
I
it.
like wax. I like Twizzlers. I like waxy candy.
I'm not a fan of like licorice, like Twizzlers and stuff.
I
like
hate
that. Can't do
licorice,
it.
but Twizzlers are right. One time I ate so many I threw up.
What's the difference between Twizzlers and licorice?
Licorice is like the what's the spice that's in like what gives?
Oh, like
licorice?
anise?
Yeah, is that what it is? Whatever's in Jägermeister.
But isn't that just red licorice? Twizzlers?
Oh, they taste like strawberry though. Or like
But
cherry.
is it,
I don't know.
yeah, is all licorice?
'Cause
Does
there's
licorice have to
black
have anise?
licorice.
Like black licorice?
Black licorice I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like.
I feel
that's
like
a good
that's
question.
what
I don't
licorice, like that taste. That's what licorice is.
Yeah.
I think
By the way,
everything
the-
else would be like licorice,
Like a
but a
licorice
different
flavored
flavor.
jelly bean.
The more
tastes
we
like.
say licorice, the more I'm acknowledging that it's a very weird word.
I'm not liquor, but I'm
Liquor.
licorice.
Licorice.
There's only one candy that's on both the most appreciated and least appreciated list. Almond Joy.
Almond Joy,
Yep.
yeah, I was going to say.
It's most appreciated in. Wait, is that a mistake? There's 3 most appreciated in Idaho, and one of them is Almond Joy.
What are the 2 Reese's and something else?
Kit Kat and Twix.
Kit Kats
Isn't
are good.
Kit Kat like the most popular chocolate?
Did you see that
I
video?
don't know. What?
Some
I've never seen your face light up
Yeah.
that much before, Gus.
some YouTubers put out a video. I think it was today. It was today or yesterday. It was like how to make your own Kit Kat at home.
Ooh.
Except it's like this big.
Okay.
It's fucking massive.
How do you make the wafers?
That's
Oh damn.
Whoa.
That's really
God.
thick.
yeah, it's huge. So the
Take
prep
that
time's an
soundbite.
hour, cook time's 30 minutes, and
Not worth it.
yeah, it's a lot of work and it's huge. But I thought it was really cool. It looks really fucking good too when they.
I'd do it maybe for like a birthday cake or something gimmicky.
How many minutes?
an hour and
basically an hour and a half total.
Oh, it's not
Oh my
that bad. If you're making something that big.
Oh my god!
Damn, that
oh
looks
my
good.
god! I want to
I'll,
be in
I'll
that.
send it in. Yeah, it
Little too
it looks
much.
fucking amazing.
It's a little. It's like I think a little too much chocolate though.
I
on
just
the
like
top
the little
there.
wafers. I like scrape the chocolate off and peel apart.
Oh my
the
God, you're a-
wafers.
I'll give me the chocolate.
Okay. All right. Got
Scrape it into a bowl for me.
All right.
Because that's my favorite
How
part.
do you feel about orange starburst?
Not a fan.
Yeah. Who is? Anyone?
A lot of
Orange
people.
Starburst.
Okay.
Like,
Nothing against it.
Meryl and I are going to be Starburst friends. Starburst friends.
Starbest.
friends.
I like them.
What, the orange ones?
Yeah, I don't think there's any flavor of Starburst.
Pink
I
or
don't like.
nothing, man.
Oranges. I got a big bag of Starburst Halloween candy, and every pack is fucking orange. There's like 2 pink ones in the
I
whole
only like pink and maybe sometimes red.
Yeah. Do
Not-
you ever get the just reds? Have you seen that? You can buy just the red ones.
I don't like Starburst that much to buy that. No.
I
But
like
I've seen
I like weird candy. I don't really like chocolate. I like all like the gummy fruity stuff.
more for me.
Like Airheads. I love Airheads.
Oh, that's like it's too sticky.
Do you like
though.
Laffy Taffy?
No.
Okay.
That's too sticky. That
Yeah.
crosses the line.
What was it? Is it there? Now and Later is the one I used to eat all the time.
Yeah.
That's real. That's like pull your filling out stickiness.
Yeah.
I should be careful. I just got fillings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
not a good time right before Halloween.
Nope. Good timing on my part.
Yeah.
Apparently, like if you have cavities and need fillings, that has nothing to do. Like has a little bit to do, but not necessarily completely in correlation to how much you brush and take care of your teeth.
Oh.
People sometimes just have soft teeth that are more prone to cavities, which is what my dentist told me.
It also has to do with how much saliva your mouth produces.
Or
Yeah.
how acidic it is.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm very prone to cavities. I had to get 3 of them filled.
That sucks.
My dentist did his best to scare the hell out of me because he's been trying to get me to get a mouth guard forever. And he's just like, your teeth are just gone. You're
Like a
gonna
night
have
guard?
no
You
teeth.
grind?
Yeah. Apparently, I grind my teeth. He's like, you see this, and he just showed me like these little like X-rays. He's like, you have like half your teeth,
Oh my
and
god!
it's just like it's just fine.
Just get a night guard.
It was like $400
Does that mean so?
because I tried to get the ones on Amazon where you like mold yourself,
No,
but it kept choking
That
me.
should be covered by
Those are
dental.
really
It does not.
I got a night guard. I have like TMJ issues. I clinch in my sleep. I don't grind, luckily, but I don't remember it being that much.
Yeah, they're like, you see how the top of your teeth are all red and veiny? That's not good.
Gross.
Gross.
I'm like, and it's just like and whenever I eat meat, it has to be like rare. So I have like a well done steak. Takes
Oh my
me
God,
forever.
you're like an old dog with like ground down.
I know.
Does that
My
mean-
body is just not.
If your teeth are like half
Good.
of what you should have, does that mean when you grind them that you've swallowed half of your teeth?
Oh, dude, it must.
Right. Yeah.
Like I have little growth going on in my body right now. 'Cause
like
my
you have
stomach
shit your
can't-
teeth out. Think about that.
That's
Ugh.
disgusting.
You have
making
eaten
me
your
very
teeth
aware
and
of my
pooped
teeth.
them. Right.
Probably gonna have a dream about my teeth falling out tonight because of this conversation.
I hate those dreams.
I've only had one where
Oh.
my teeth fell out. Yeah.
I think you've only eaten one.
Yeah, I've only had one tooth.
Yeah.
I actually did swallow a tooth when I was young. It fell out. And
Oh.
Did your parents ever do anything crazy to help get teeth, like loose teeth, out of your mouth?
So kind of like my dad was the tooth puller
Mm-hmm.
and he would just yank it out. He didn't care. But one time he was away. He was in the army. And so he was gone for a really long time and it was up to my mom. And we tried the door knot, like tying a string to the door and slamming it, and it didn't work.
Oh my
So it was just like
how did it
hanging
not
by a
work?
root.
Then it traumatizes
Oh my
you.
God.
Yeah. And so she took me to the dentist and had it like professionally pulled. She couldn't handle it. Because I was like chasing her around, just like hanging by a root.
Do you remember when and where you were when you lost your first tooth?
Oh, no, I don't.
I do. I was watching Titanic. And I lost my first tooth.
That's so funny.
What was it? My first tooth? It's one of my teeth I lost watching Titanic. I was like watching in my living room.
When was
just
Titanic?
playing.
Like 98? 99?
Yeah, somewhere
Oh.
around there. Yeah.
See, were you like fidgeting or just like moving?
I was just going like this, like playing it with my tongue, and it was like in a really like scary scene, and my tongue like jolted and just went and popped the tooth right out of my mouth. I'll forever remember that.
Your tooth will go on.
No.
It actually won't. It's gone forever, and the new one grew in, so actually it won't go on.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I mean, I like
Barbara.
probably remember my first 4 teeth I lost or so, but I lost all my teeth by the time I was like 8.
Damn.
Yeah, I have a mature mouth. I got my wisdom teeth when I was 12, and they fit. I still have them.
You still have your wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
I had to get all 4 out. They were all impacted.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Do you have them?
Was born without them.
Ah.
I'm fucking more evolved than you monsters.
I feel like
Like a mutant.
that's
Yeah.
common in Hispanic people.
Is it?
I could be making this up. I feel like I've read that.
Yeah.
Don't you also have like a really good, like your dentist was like surprised with how good your teeth
Yeah.
are?
I never go to the dentist
What's the explanation for why you didn't grow wisdom teeth?
because I was born without them.
It's just there's no explanation like why
I mean,
that would
it's
happen.
Evolution.
Right. I'm evolution happening.
But you're older than us.
But I'm not gonna have a kid, so it dies with me.
How I don't think that's not how evolution works.
Those genes just didn't activate.
But that's not. I mean, evolution.
Basically, over
evolution
time,
would be.
your body is like,
Evolution would
we
be-
made these
Evolution would be-
unnecessary things.
If
They
I
got
had like
removed.
100 kids, if not having wisdom teeth enabled me to have a ton of kids.
Yeah, or the people who did like somehow didn't survive because I don't know if they got infected or their mouth got all fucked up. But I don't think you could just. I don't think that's the explanation.
No, it is.
Well, yeah.
You're just
I'm just more
genetically
evolved than you.
superior.
Also, I
Yes.
mean, think about it. Before modern dentistry, an impacted wisdom tooth could kill you. So people with shitty wisdom teeth probably died off.
Yeah.
Mm.
It would be an advantage.
Do you like my dumb comment where you said it's evolution? I said, but you're older than us.
It happens on a very small scale.
I just know some people are going to pick that up and think that I was serious. So I just want to make sure I specify.
Mea culpa there. Yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
remember reading a stat in the 90s about more people being born with extra digits on their hands
Ooh.
because of the keyboards. Like we're typing more. And so people with extra.
But that wouldn't just spontaneously.
I won't
You wouldn't
think.
just grow a finger
know.
from that.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I mean, they're also removing them when it happens. So it probably neutralizes the
You gotta
truth.
be
we also-
careful about saying that because you could put on Wikipedia and
I
then
thought,
an
like,
entire generation.
Humans used to have sharper canine teeth, right? And now like
Probably.
they tend to grow in a little bit not as sharp because we don't use them for.
There's a lot of variation in
Tearing
people's
flesh.
canines. It's really interesting. Like, let me see yours. Oh my God. Oh, well, you right? Your teeth are like. He has Sorry.
Aw.
No, you really need a night card.
See how fucked up they are, Brandon.
Smile for the camera.
No, we're not.
Oh,
we're
poor
not getting an
Brandon. I'm
extreme
sorry.
close up into my teeth.
He just has really ground his teeth a lot. I'm sorry. Well, no, you have very very evolved canines. We'll say that.
Yes.
That was the best thing ever.
I was
such a
expecting them to be like
genuine
mildly pointy. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry.
They're very nice and flat.
They're consistent. Gus,
You're gonna kill me.
That's not funny. That's like a handicap.
I'm gonna buy you a night guard.
Yes. You're gonna go home and cry.
Brandon, just like stick a piece of cardboard in your mouth for now. Or
No, like I'm
They're
serious. Like
very
That's like
straight.
the perfect kind
They're
of humor
very
for me.
straight.
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh that hard at something. I'm sorry.
My stomach hurts.
Gus, for those of you listening, Gus has left the set.
Oh, he's holding his back.
You want to see what else is wrong with my body? Laugh at that
Yeah,
too?
pull down your
Brandon.
pants.
I feel bad.
It's mostly my butt.
Oh no, Brandon, you talk about your lack of butt a lot.
Yeah, I know, so I won't go into it again.
I feel bad. I don't think you have a bad butt.
Are you a butt girl?
Oh, it's bad.
I could give a shit what kind of butt a guy has. I don't care what kind of butt.
Yeah, I don't like look
a
at
guy
butts.
has.
Well, it's just a practical matter that it's harder to get your pants to stay up.
I admire a guy with a nice butt, sure, but it's not like a.
Yeah. Like in the
Deal breaker.
Stranger Things season opener, some girls check out a dude's butt. And I was like, I've never been like, look at that.
Oh, I have.
That ham steak. I don't know.
Well, didn't we talk about Kit Harington's butt from Game of Thrones? That was a whole thing. People were
That
all about it. Look at
That was
that.
a very prominent scene.
I think it's because there's rarely an instance during sex where you see a guy's butt.
It's like, guess the flex.
Yeah.
Like it's just walking
The
away,
side
going into the
dents?
bathroom
yeah,
afterward.
walking away, or like if there's a mirror or something nearby where you could see it. But otherwise, it's like
Tim always
you're
says,
always focused on the front part of the body.
yeah, so I was always sensitive
front
about
butt.
my butt. So when I walked away to the
Unless you're
bathroom,
pegging.
I just robot
Really,
backwards.
Brandon?
Aww.
You don't
Really?
need to worry about that.
What?
Nah, it's
Girls
just-
don't give shits about butts. You
it's
heard
just
it here.
Not a good butt.
Some do, some don't.
hmm
Hopefully, if you're with someone who cares about you, they won't judge you.
Yeah.
No, they just laugh. That's the difference. The people who
Well, it's
love you
'cause you're
laugh at the
roboting
things that
out
are
of the
wrong with
room.
you. I'm like, I'll just robot out of the room. She won't know that I have a weird butt.
Just think there's other weird stuff going on.
I've never noticed your butt, Brandon. I've never
Exactly.
noticed your butt.
Now you will.
Yeah.
Just like you notice his teeth.
Oh my god.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Gus has very mild canines too.
Yeah.
I grind also. I grind my teeth down.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
mine are
That's how I
like
smile.
mildly pointy.
Yeah.
But Michael's family they have very pronounced canines. And Clementine has them too. She's a little vampire.
Little vampire. You ever hear the story about how I guess some dentists in Japan will turn a canine if you request it? Like it's considered
Really?
cute there if you have like a canine that's like twisted a little bit or turned like
bucked out a little?
like imperfect.
Oh, weird.
So like people who are performers will have like cosmetic dentistry done to like twist one of their canines just a bit so it's not totally symmetrical. It's like,
Fucking trends in beauty are so weird.
They are so far ahead there. You go to the dentist to fuck your teeth up. It's like,
That's insane.
it's like next level
Well, I know
stuff.
some people who I don't know if they add a gap or rather they just don't get it fixed when they have like that like gap right in the middle because it
But yeah, it's
looks
like a
cute
good
on some
model
people.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a like a palate thing too, right? Like your palate is actually has a ridge in it that
Yeah.
causes that.
It's like endearing, I guess.
This
for
girl
some
I
people.
used to work with had the cutest little gap.
Yeah. Some people could pull it off. Some people not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe fix it.
I
if you
found
can.
a New York Times article about that. I wanted to make sure I wasn't making that up. But yeah, in Japan they have their straight teeth
Did you see
made
that
crooked.
girl
there it
who went blind after letting her
Good lord.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
The girl who went blind after letting her boyfriend tattoo her eyeball.
Oh my god.
What?
She was getting it tattooed like purple, I think, and it just like immediately bled out like her whole eye, all the whites of it turned purple. And
Is this the thing that people do? Or was this an idea that he had? Like, is this
it was
something
an
that's common?
idea that he had. He like pestered her to do it and be his elaborate, and then he immediately broke up with her. See if you can find this article. It was like a month ago.
I see it right here. It's on the Huffington Post. She's
way.
crying purple tears.
Yeah, the pictures are gruesome.
It
You can't
is.
break up with somebody. You can't break up with
see
somebody
that?
after that's at least 6 months you have to stay with them.
There are more. There's another one.
No,
Why-
that's enough.
why
That's,
anybody
it's,
thinks-
it's pretty
it's gruesome.
graphic.
It's
Why
It's gross.
anybody
Yeah.
thinks putting it?
It'll be in the
Yeah,
link dump if
link
you want
dump.
to see
Well,
it.
anybody thinks putting a needle in an eyeball
I know exactly.
would
Like,
ever be
how
a good
could this
idea.
go well?
And yes, I know laser eye surgery, put a laser in an eyeball.
That's also
I
like a
get
doctor
it.
doing it.
But that's
Yeah.
a procedure, proven that it works, all that yada yada.
When
Don't
they-
get
when
to your
at
eyeballs.
Pink Portrait on Twitter wants to say, "Hey, we like butts. Stop telling lies."
Turned
Some
out.
people like butts. I'm just not a butt gal.
When they did my LASIK, they weren't telling me what was going on. Like the only thing that I heard while they were actually doing the procedure was office gossip, and they didn't tell me that I was going to go blind temporarily. So
Oh,
all
when
of
you
a
did the
sudden, my
LASIK? Yeah.
vision like goes away, and I start freaking out. And all I could hear them talk about is like, Betsy and what she's actually doing today.
Oh my god.
But it's terrifying. Like you losing your sight, like that's a huge thing. Like
Yeah.
imagine living the rest of your life without your sight. That's tough.
I had LASIK done. Like, everything went black when they put that vacuum on your eye. Is that when?
Ugh.
Yeah, they have the little like suck. Like if you
Yeah.
didn't get like, because I think that's what they started doing before. I think they took a razor blade and like sliced your eye.
Oh
in
yeah, they
half.
would do the dual like radial keratectomy and laser.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
But it's weird. You feel your eye peeling.
Patrick just sent me a link. I guess there's a procedure you can get done for about $10,000. You can have the colors of your eye changed.
Oh
How-
my god!
Is it an actual like injection? It's not like CRISPR.
No. This is if you're already alive. No, like some kind of procedure, not a genetic alteration.
It's a cosmetic.
It's a lot of shades of. Oh no, there's different colors. I thought it was all grays at first. It's just, yeah. Wow. We live in the future, maybe.
I wish there were a way to permanently change your hair color. I would save so much money.
Yeah, because you dye it black, right?
Yeah, I have a standing appointment every 6 weeks
Wow.
because my roots come in. It's bad.
What's your natural color?
Blonde.
It's like dirty
It's
blonde,
like an
right?
ashy blonde. Yeah, you can probably see a little bit there.
That just surprises me every time you mention that because like I've only known you as a like.
So it's before we're seeing before
Brunette.
and after right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's pretty convincing.
Well, yeah, they changed it.
I mean,
Those are pretty.
color contacts exist, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a huge pain. I heard some pretty crazy. Did you guys ever watch Star Trek Next Generation?
Yeah.
So obviously, when you talk about actors having to wear shit, the Worf, had to put on the Klingon thing every episode
Mm-hmm.
for obvious reasons. Makes sense. Klingon. Apparently, the actress who played played Troy had to put on black contacts in every scene for every episode for 7 years, and it's like nobody noticed that. Like,
Especially
what was
with,
the
like, standard
justification?
definition.
Yeah,
Nobody was noticing. Yeah.
yeah, like it's like that's like, oh, this is what Betazoids look like. They have these eyes, and then she's like, all right. And then I think other Betazoids started appearing in the show and not wearing shit, and she was like, what the fuck?
I never noticed.
Yeah,
I watched that show. I never noticed she had black eyes.
and a wig. That's that's Betazoid hair.
I figured that was a wig. That was kind of big hair.
No, I just thought it was like the 80s.
That show was predominantly in the 90s.
No, it was like 87 and like 93. It's like split, half and half.
I'm going to read something. You look up what years Next Generation ran. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by. When did Next Generation air?
It was 87 and 94. So
you're
a
pretty
little bit
close.
more in the 90s. I have to say, and I'll point this out. Apparently, every Betazoid besides her Troy's mother wore black contacts, and that character was played by the creator of Star Trek's wife. So I'm sure she was just like, "No, I'm not going to do that." But it's funny because I think Michael Dorn had to go through 4 hours of makeup every day for that show to
That's
put on the
insane.
Klingon thing. And then a lot of episodes, all he's doing is standing in the back. So you see him in a wide shot, and he'd say, "I recommend photon torpedoes," and Picard's would be like, "No," and that's it. It's like, imagine having to do that, like go through that every day in a show that's so ensemble based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he was like hoping that he's either not in an episode or the episode's about him.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want to be like, you're in 1.5 scenes.
yeah. We have your shoulder, but we're gonna have to. We're just for case, just in case, we're gonna have to see that, get that thing on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Seems
yeah,
like a pain in the ass.
yeah, it's tough. But I mean, it's like some actors, they just like make a career out of it. Like Andy Serkis, God knows how much time he spent in makeup, and then
None. It's all
I'm a
CG'd.
fucking idiot. Fuck, god damn it.
No, that's great.
No. Or sorry, I guess you say the actress in Avatar. she's
There
done
you
a
go.
lot of stuff like that. God damn it, that was
Warwick
stupid.
Davis.
Warwick Davis.
I bet he spent a lot of time in hair and makeup.
The guy from in Guardians of the Galaxy who played the big blue guy.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Yes.
Warwick Davis is funny because in Harry Potter he played 2 characters, but one of the characters looked like an elf, like in the first
So like
2
little
movies.
banker guy?
No, the professor.
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
looked like a weird elf, and I imagine there was like an intense amount of makeup. And then another director came in and was just like, "This is stupid. You now look different. You now just look like a guy."
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's just like, "Oh my god, thank you," because like that amount of makeup. Like
I'm
every
sure he
single day.
complained enough. They're like, all right, let's make his life easier.
Yeah, let's just make this look legit. Or we're just gonna like hold out.
Hmm. Yeah, like when we did the Fallout immersion, I had, to do that makeup for, I think it was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that sucked. I can't imagine, like you said, working on a TV show.
I'm
having to do
sorry
that
about
You
that,
look
guys.
like a giant slice of pizza.
Yeah.
I still remember that.
Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's fine.
I had to
It was
sit in a
one time.
bathroom for a couple hours, so don't feel too bad. In that building that's full of asbestos.
Oh, yeah. I was in the hall watching you.
Yep.
You guys seem like you're doing
Wait,
okay
that sounds
though.
that
Still,
sounds really-
right?
We filmed a bunch of Bloodfest in that building too, and all the cast and crew had like those masks on the whole
But
time.
not you?
Not us, because we have makeup on and we have to like get ready to do takes after take. Like even if we
That's
have
rough.
break in between, it's just like, all right, cover your mouth, I guess, for a few seconds.
Yeah, those buildings aren't inhabited because they're just like condemned by the city.
Yeah, and we
but they're,
spent like 12 hours in there, so I'm probably dying.
We all are.
Yeah.
Slowly. So I have an app on my phone. I'm obsessed with planes and travel, and I've got an app that I can track like any airplane that's flying in the world. I can see it. If I see a plane in the sky, you can enter like an augmented reality mode where you point your camera at it, and you like.
Is this a free app?
It is a free app.
Wow.
And you can get it has premium features you can pay for, but it's free, and you can see like what flight it is, and it tells you like its altitude and stuff. I found out it has a setting I never knew it had the other day, where you can get an alert, like a push notification, anytime any plane in the world declares an emergency.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So yeah, I was like, oh shit, I am definitely doing this.
Yeah.
So now my it's not a ton, but once or twice a day my phone will buzz like, flight so and so. Like you click on it, it's like go to flight, yes, and you can see like planes turning around or diverting to airports. And then I was watching one yesterday. It was like outside of Philadelphia. I was like, oh, this American Eagle flight just took off from Philadelphia. They declared an emergency. They're turning back around. And then it like disappeared off the map. I was like, what just happened? Where did that plane
my
go?
God.
I was like Googling it and I wasn't finding anything. So I went to a different website. Like I went to a website on my laptop and I found it. I was like, oh, it landed. Okay. I was like, everything's fine. It just
What-
disappeared off my
what
app
are
for
the-
some reason.
You're not worried about? Do you hook up your phone when you're actually flying the Wi-Fi?
Sometimes.
What are the
You're not worried about
emergencies?
doing that and then getting an alert like
Yeah,
saying
I
like
wonder,
your
like,
flight has
if-
declared an emergency.
If you
and
find
you're just
out
like,
before the
what?
people on the plane actually find out, like I wouldn't be surprised if like they have to technically declare an emergency, but they keep
I feel like Gus
Downplay
knows
it.
I don't
so
know.
many
On the
things
plane.
that could go wrong on flights that he would just be able to tell.
I feel like you would be able to tell, like, if you turn a weird way or slow down.
So what are the majority of the emergencies caused by?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
I guess I could listen to, like, the tower communication if I was really into it, but I don't go that far.
I'm sure you've been to this website, the database of the black box recordings
Oh,
from
yeah.
every plane crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty insane.
Yeah, some of the last lines are exactly what you'd think. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah.
Or like, oh my god, the worst one is is that a mountain? Or something like that. There's something like, oh, mountain up
What
ahead.
about iceberg right ahead? It's full circle to
Yeah,
Titanic.
Titanic. There was the worst one is, well, one of the worst ones is that Air France 447, where it's like one of the last things is they're like, are we crashing? Like, are we going
Is that the
down?
one that
Yeah.
no, which is the two plane collision that happened on the runway? That was like I think it's the most fatal plane
Yeah,
crash.
Oh,
that's
the
the
one
most-
at
that's the
like
most fatal.
Tenerife, the 2747.
Yeah, I listened to that one. And they're like, no, you're not clear for takeoff, not clear for like freaking out.
Yeah.
Too
Ugh,
late.
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they implemented a lot of systems to avoid that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In particular, there was no ground radar back then,
The,
and it was
scary,
foggy.
the scary thing though is like as soon as they come up with a new system, they're like, great, now we can have more planes take off and land. So every time the system gets better, it correlates with efficiency,
it's-
which they take better advantage of by still having more planes.
It's like your phone analogy.
yeah.
The hardware's old, but you're upgrading the software on it.
Yeah, except my phone's not going to crash in a field somewhere. Actually, like I'm
It might.
So, do you use the calculator on your phone?
Dude, infuriating.
Yeah, I do.
So there's a current bug, I guess, with the last version of the Apple OS, iOS, where it animates whenever you press a button, right? Like a little light pops up. But
Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, real fast on your calculator, type 1 + 2 + 3 and tell me what it says.
Hold on.
As fast as you can.
1 + 2 + 3.
Yeah.
Gotta find the calculator because I don't remember where I put
Swipe
it.
up from the bottom. It's on your...
All right, 1 + 2 + 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why is
there's
it 23?
There's an animation that occurs when you do any calculation, and it takes so long to react that it glitches
Oh.
out.
If you do it real slow, you'll get the right answer.
so that makes me afraid
There we go.
of, like, specifically, that could crash, like that could do some huge damage. Like that could crash a plane. Because like there's a lot of calculations that go into when they're
Hopefully they're not
planning.
doing that.
I'm
don't
sure they have
know.
a dedicated system that's been tested.
If anybody's using the iOS
and they're not using an
calculator.
iPhone
Oh,
calculator.
you never know.
I
Especially,
kinda
like,
do
you don't know
know.
like what airport
They're
or
using
like
reverse
where it's
Polish
at.
notation, man. This is
There was a
Could be
problem.
some dude.
Where was it? It
Some
was a-
small.
It was a flight in Canada,
The metric.
Yeah, they
the
were
American
converting
system. That's
from
what I was thinking.
metric to imperial,
Mhm.
and they forgot, and they didn't put enough fuel in the plane, and it ran out of fuel.
Yep. That's exactly what that was.
They landed. The pilot was like an avid ultralight gliding pilot, so
Wow.
he glided the plane down and
Lucky.
landed it.
God, it's amazing. Like something happening to your plane is very scary, but a lot of the pilots are really talented,
Hmm
and especially with not just like the technical skill, but being able to stay in control of the situation. That's why I think watching that show, Air Disasters, made me a much better flyer. I felt a lot better,
Yeah.
except for the guys that don't understand that they're falling, or the dudes that were all trying to change a light bulb and crash the plane. Actually, I don't know. It's all horrible.
It's all bad. The end result's terrible
Yeah.
every time. No, I don't get nervous about that stuff anymore. But I think it's fascinating.
Yeah,
It's like
no, I
such
agree.
a complex system. There's so many variables to it, and there's so many like safety checks and things that
I still get scared.
that are there.
As much as I fly now, I still get scared every time.
I just get scared during takeoff.
Really, landing's more scary for me.
yeah, definitely.
No, landing-
That's when you're gonna crash.
No, well, you're going to crash on a landing if something else is wrong with the plane. Very
So what's wrong with
rarely
takeoff?
does something happen only on landing. It's usually the pilots don't brake correctly. Really, that's really the only thing. I
Something
think
could like
of.
run onto the runway and it has to.
It's,
A bird
that's
could get
really
sucked into your engine.
rare.
So what happens
your
on
engine would be
takeoff?
fine if you're like the plane. It's going the right direction when you're landing.
When you're landing, you're already at a slower speed, and you're anticipating coming in for a landing.
So what happens at
And
takeoff?
takeoff, you're accelerating with a full tank of gas.
Oh.
Oh, so
because-
it's more like fire.
Right, it's also heavier. You can't immediately necessarily land.
And I think the way to think about it is like a plane is not a flying machine. It's not meant to fly. It is not a
Well,
bird that flaps its wings. Like,
Technically, it is a flying machine.
well, what I'm trying to say is that it's
Not natural.
What I'm trying to say is that in order to get it in the air, it takes like a way that you manipulate the structure of the plane. So the amount of things that can go wrong and the likelihood that something going wrong during takeoff is going to crash the plane is higher than in any other part of the flight.
Process.
Especially if you have a problem during takeoff, it is more likely to be related to a stall or cause a stall. And people don't survive stalls because it's like a belly flop. Like I've said this before, people make fun of me. Like if my plane's going down and it's going the right direction and not, falling, like stalling, I feel pretty good about surviving.
And for the record, you can survive a stall at cruising altitude.
I don't know. I've
Gus
never
knows.
seen someone survive
Pilots can recover from a stall if they have enough altitude.
recover. Yes.
Right.
What I mean is,
Like actually hit the ground?
hit
No.
the ground.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you hit the ground, you hit the ground.
Yeah, but I'm
It's
saying
not that
like
you hit the ground
you're not
and
gonna,
stall.
but you can hit the ground when your trajectory is more
You
like
can also
landing.
be nose down in a stall. Like if once you lose enough lift, you go down. Your nose goes down. It's not necessarily belly flopped.
Either way, you're fucked. No, I agree. That's not the point I'm trying to.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yes.
I'm just trying to explain.
Okay.
It's a little more complicated than what you're saying.
Well, I don't agree with that. Yes, I'm sure it is. No, I agree. No, you're right. It is more.
I'm gonna kill Brandon.
Just a couple friends who are hanging out again.
But yeah, no, just be terrified during takeoff.
Okay, sure.
Great.
I'll be terrified.
Just be terrified the
during
whole time.
Take off
Yes,
and land.
thank you. How about, hey, don't be afraid. Lots of people fly every day. They're good.
Yeah.
It's more dangerous to drive in a car.
Yeah, honestly,
way,
all
way
those
more
things.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I think the last fatality we had for a U.S. based airliner was like a month after the September 11th attacks. It was like a plane crashed in Queens, but since then I don't think there's been
No, there definitely have been.
an American Airlines, Delta, there have.
Off the top of my head, I can tell you about that Continental flight that stalled in upstate New York.
Okay.
It was Colgate. It was like a subcontractor. It was United Express or Continental Express.
Well, I felt better before.
No, it's definitely happened. You're just not thinking about it.
But Continental hadn't been around for a while, so that still had to have been a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah. Continental, I think they finished their merger with United like 5 years ago. I think this happened in 2006, I want to say. Something like that. The pilots thought that they were iced, and they weren't.
Yikes.
All right. Anyway, that's kind of I want to end, but that's kind of a depressing note to end on. Is there something? What else do I got here? Did you see the video of that guy who he posted on Instagram? He would go to meals with people, and he'd wait for them to they were going to take a photo of their meal, and he would mush it at the last second. And then he uploaded a compilation to Instagram of him just destroying other people's meals.
I like that.
It's so good.
that.
I've got nothing against people
He's
taking
the hero we all need.
nothing against people taking photo of their foods, but I just like how much joy he takes in destroying this other people's moment.
Yep.
That reminds me of that Lonely Island video where he punches people before they take a bite of food.
Yeah. He punches Bon Jovi in that too, right?
Yeah. No. Foo Fighters.
Oh, it's Foo Fighters. That's it. Yeah. All right. Let's
That's
wrap this up.
happier.
Yeah.
Confirmed you were right.
Happy.
Yeah. Of course I'm. Yeah. Of course.
I
I'm
thought
right.
you would appreciate me saying I was wrong and you were right.
2009.
Yeah, I'm not wrong about those things. All right. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Love you.
Bye.